Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. This is Minnie, my fur baby. I just gave her a few crunchies, so I'm hoping that she'll be a good girl for the rest of the video. So today I just wanted to talk to you basically about what's coming up in 2019. So we've already had nearly 2 months of the year, and it's crazy how time flies. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really one to make New Year's resolutions as such, but I always have goals in mind. Nothing really super fixed that I write down, but definitely things that I'm trying to achieve. So if you watched one of my previous coffee talks at the end of last year, you would have seen that I made quite drastic changes to my own personal workout routine because I was going through times of getting a lot of injuries, and I was finding myself being quite fatigued and not sleeping well, and just muscle recovery and things like that were an issue for me. So I changed to mostly body weight workouts. I cut out all the heavy weights training. And I also came across a lady called Sylvia Wiesenberg. Some of you know her from Tonique Fitness. And that is basically what helped me on my journey to finding a new way of working out. So less intense workouts. I used to do shorter duration, really intense, explosive workouts. But I realized that wasn't the best for my body. And when I switched to longer duration, but more moderate intensity workouts, that really seemed to gel with my body, with what's going on physically, medically, whatever you want to call it, within my body, physiologically within my body. I think that's the right word. So that is why you probably would have seen a shift away from the more intense HIIT training workouts that I had last year on my YouTube channel and also my non-YouTube workouts, and a shift towards more of those body weight workouts. So you would have seen a lot of those Tonique signature moves, which I learned through using those workouts, the mini handstands, the down dog variations, all with my own kind of flavor to them and my own variations and other moves integrated in those from the other disciplines that I enjoy, like the bar exercises, Pilates, things like that. And I had a lot of positive feedback from you guys. At first, people weren't really sure of the handstands and the more advanced body weight moves, but you stuck with it, and I did have feedback that you really are starting to enjoy them and that you have gotten stronger and stronger than you ever have before. So that is something that I realized as well, that these body weight workouts can give you incredible results and can really help you with strength, because a lot of the time in those inverted positions, you are carrying your whole body weight. So that's more than you would be using in dumbbells or with any other weight training devices or machines, unless you're squatting like, 60 kilos or whatever, which I never was. But I am happy with just using my own body weight to create that resistance, and it has helped me a lot with not feeling that muscle fatigue. The other element of the Tonique workouts, which I really enjoyed, was the dynamic stretching. So a lot of long lever movements, a lot of large range of motion movements, which help to stretch your body whilst you were also strengthening. And that is something that I really benefited from. I very rarely got sore from the workouts, even though I was working out for like 2 hours a day and still am, and doing some quite intense moves. It was a little bit more moderate than I used to work out, and somehow that dynamic stretching throughout them really helped me with muscle recovery. So having said all of that, with the workouts that I brought to you last year, a lot of the routines, including the endurance routines, the Shape It series, some of the non-YouTube workouts like the Sculpt It, Chisel It, Tone It series, a lot of them had these inverted positions and mini handstands in them, but I tried to make it all a little bit more accessible. So I had some feedback from people saying, I do enjoy the Tonique workouts, but I find that there's too many reps and there's no cueing, so there's no help with form, for example, and there's no modifications. So I wanted to make them more accessible to the public by creating my own versions with less reps, a lot of form pointers, and also the tutorials on my YouTube site so that you can really get the hang of the things like the mini handstands and all of the inverted down dog positions with leg raises and things like that, the functional training moves, as you probably would have heard me mention them. And I do believe that that was successful because I had a lot of you saying that you started off with the modifications and then you were able to progress, and now some of you have said that you actually love the full mini handstand. So I'm really happy to be able to create a workout that you can benefit from, that you can grow with, because I know that for me, I really enjoy it when I can grow with a workout, when I start something and I'm not excellent at it from the beginning and I can work my way up. That's definitely a plus for me, and I always enjoy that a lot. So I'm sure that you guys do as well, that if you have been an advanced exerciser for many years, you actually like the idea of not being able to do something straight away so that you can progress and grow with it. So that was the idea behind all of those body weight workouts, to just help you with functional training, to introduce you to these concepts of using your own body weight, but also in a challenging way. And now the last few months, you would have seen that I have started to introduce some different styles again. So in my own personal workouts, I always love variety, and I did enjoy doing purely the tonique workouts to start off with, because that helped me to perfect all of those techniques. But after a while, it does get a little bit boring doing the same old thing over and over. So I added back in some of my favorites like barre. I love barre, Pilates, a lot of ballet style mat routines. I also wanted to add a little bit of strength training because one of my favorite instructors is Kathy Friedrich, and she always seems to have some sort of weights workouts, but she has been doing a lot of medium or moderate weights exercises, which is much more preferable for me. I am totally steering away from the heavy weights, but the medium, moderate weights I can handle. So I have been integrating some of her workouts, her latest series. The light workouts, which are for intermediate exercises, have quite a few great workouts in them that use moderate weight. So I used that alongside my tonique workouts, and that seemed to be a really great way of cross training. Apart from that, I have also been doing quite a few boxing workouts in my own personal workouts, as well as presenting them to you in some of my latest series. And I really enjoy that as a low impact form of cardio. And so that is why I have started integrating those. Another request that I had was for more cardio based workouts. So I have been doing a lot of toning, and even though that has got an element of cardio in it because it's the faster pace, the higher reps, it keeps your heart rate up. I do understand that people like to do a bit of cardio, but I wanted to do it in a way that's kind of feel good, and it's not your traditional cardio that gives you that dread factor, right? So because I quite enjoy some old school aerobics and I quite enjoy dance style workouts, I thought, let me incorporate some of that. And so I started off with my 5-day fitness series, which was the 5 days of workouts in between Christmas and the New Year, to help you stay in shape over the festive season. And I had some great feedback with that format of starting with cardio and then ending with sculpting. And I have continued that format with my Metabolic Training series, which is a bit more advanced, using elevations as well as some weights, but also starting with cardio for most of those workouts. And I will continue to add those in, those workouts that are a little bit longer. They have cardio as well as sculpting, so it's an all-in-one total body routine. Alongside that, I am definitely still going to be doing my target-specific workouts, focusing on all the problem areas and making sure that they're not too long so you can mix and match those as well with the other body parts. So that's always going to be a staple for me, and again, I'll be filming using all different types of equipment because I love my equipment, my Pilates balls, my Pilates ring, my resistance loops, resistance bands. So all of those things, also BOSU and the stability ball. So all of that is definitely coming up, along with some bounce, because I have been promising that. I need to get my rebounder out and make sure I get onto that. It's been really, really hot here in Australia, so I've kind of been putting it off, because literally when I start bouncing, I just sweat so much and it runs into my eyes. And when I'm filming, I don't want to sit there and wipe my face the whole time. So it sometimes can be a bit stingy in my eyes. So if you ever see me closing my eyes in a video, that's because there's sweat in my eyes. So you may not actually be able to see how much I'm sweating because of the distance of the video and things like that. But believe me, there's a lot of sweat in an Australian summer when you're filming cardio. So what's the other thing I can tell you? Because I have been wanting to incorporate more cardio, and I also love that dynamic stretching element, I've been creating lots more feel-good workouts, okay? So you would have seen the Fusion Flow series, the Dynamic Flow series. There's a warm-up and stretch series that I've just started putting a couple of workouts on. And now I just filmed a non-YouTube feel-good series, which has longer workouts. And all of them are pretty much body weight exercises. You may use a little bit of equipment like a chair, maybe for balance. In some of the warm and stretch workouts, I also use the stability ball. So there are some pieces of equipment, but you can even do it without. You don't even need that. And they are all designed to elevate your heart rate a little bit with really flowing, pretty dancer-like movements. And then on top of that, you will get that balance challenge, which I love to throw in there. You will also get some sculpting, and you will get that dynamic stretching. You will get it throughout the workout, and there's always at the end of it a little bit more of a targeted, deeper stretch. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy them. So far, I've had some really good feedback on those, and I have just been noticing that my body responds really well to having some days where I just use that slightly less intense routine. It still gets everything going. You can use it as a warm-up, you can use it as a recovery workout. So all of those workouts are designed for your easier days, or maybe even your rest days, to help you recover and still get a bit of a calorie burn in. So leave me comments below. Let me know what you like. Let me know if you're enjoying the feel-good workouts. If you want more of those, I can even make some series that use a bit of equipment as well, maybe feel-good sculpting or cardio sculpt type workouts. I will also be doing more of the boxing workouts within my series, so I probably won't be doing a dedicated boxing DVD or series as such, because I do like to mix things up. But you'll see it sprinkled throughout. With the boxing workouts, I am trying to keep things relatively simple, okay? For my own benefit, because I have to cue this thing and count and not get it wrong, but also for the benefit of people who don't actually want really complex routines. So some of the boxing workouts on the market can get quite complex, and if you're not that way inclined, you would probably shy away from them, because it's frustrating when you can't get those uppercuts and hooks and crosses and knees and kicks all in one, second, it seems. So if you're not that way inclined and choreography is not your strong point, that is the reason why I have been trying to create some quite simple but effective cardio boxing workouts. So you're not going to see massive combinations. You might see a hook, uppercut, knee, kick or something like that. But I usually try to break it down, and I usually try to keep it pretty simple. So if you don't like boxing workouts in general, don't shy away from mine, because they are actually a lot more simple than a lot of boxing workouts on the market. And they're just designed to give you a good, steady cardio workout. You can use the light hand weights. Don't be scared of using the light hand weights. I always use hand weights in my boxing. I go, depending on how fast the boxing is, I go from 500 grams, which is 1 pound, all the way up to 1.5 kilos, which is 3.3 pounds. So punching with resistance, that really gets your shoulder muscles and your biceps and triceps defined. So if you are doing boxing workouts like mine that are not super complex and they're not super fast, then definitely use those hand weights, and don't think that you can't do it, because boxing workouts in general are a little bit more low impact and less on the heart rate, unless I put some plyo moves in there, which I kind of have been doing a little bit, but most of the time you'll find they're more steady state and they're pretty low impact, and I do all of mine barefoot, so that's actually a really good way to save your joints doing boxing workouts for cardio. So give them a shot, and yeah, as I said before, leave me comments, let me know what you enjoy from the series that I'm creating at the moment. And also remember that I have my weekly 99-cent sale. So I always have around 10 to 12 downloads on sale every single week for just 99 cents, and that's Australian cents. So if you're international, that's probably even cheaper. And basically it gives you the ability to purchase any of my YouTube or non-YouTube workouts, so that you can have a library of workouts just in case you don't have internet available. It gives you the ability to try my non-YouTube workouts as a download. It's super simple. I just send you a link in an email, you click on it, it downloads onto your computer or phone or iPad, whatever device you have. You can download it onto as many devices as you want. The links don't expire, so even if you can't download it straight away, you can do so whenever. If you ever lose a workout, you just email me and I'll send you the link again. You can even watch it off your Google Drive app, directly off there, if you don't want to download and use that storage space. Or you can also buy any of my workouts on DVD. You can mix and match the single workouts, or you can buy the full series, and it's actually quite reasonable even for international postage, because I can put quite a few together. So they are for sale. If you don't know about how I sell, they're for sale on my website, workoutdvdworld.com.au. They're for sale on eBay. They're for sale on Amazon. For US customers, on totalfitnessdvds.com, they stock the majority of my series DVDs. So there's many options for you. You can also buy downloads on Amazon as well. Many different options for you. Don't miss out. I've got 600 plus workouts and counting, and I have so many ideas, people. There's just all this stuff always going on in my mind, and I literally just need to find time to film them all for you. So I think that's all I have to say at the moment. I love to hear from you guys about testimonials, what results you're getting. Please leave me comments. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because there's so much coming up. Also, make sure you like this video if you like the information. With the subscribing, make sure you check your subscription preferences, because some people only have it for like monthly or yearly or whatever. You want to do weekly, because I upload 2 to 3, sometimes 4 times in a week if I'm doing coffee talks and reviews and things like that. So don't miss out. Make sure your preferences say get an email daily or get an email every single time I upload. And I think that is all I have to say right now. Yes. And Minnie has been very good. She's been such a good girl, haven't you? Yes, she has. And Minnie has been in quite a few videos lately, but she's been a little bit naughty, especially in the dynamic flow one. Do you remember what she did? If you haven't watched it, then just watch it for that. It's not good, is it, little girl? She's in the shot, then she walks off camera, and I've got this tree. It's not this one, but I've got this other tree, and the whole trunk is made out of styrofoam, and it's painted, so it's like a fake tree. I know I should have real plants, but you can't deal with kind of leaves falling and stuff in the studio, because I'm not that dedicated to vacuuming and stuff. Anyway, so then she goes up to the tree because she knows she's not allowed, and she starts clawing at it. And once you rip or shred that styrofoam, there's no going back. So she knows that she should not be doing that. And so she walked off the shot in the dynamic flow active video. You just see her walking off, and then you see me going, "No, Minnie, stop." And she does stop. She's actually quite good. She knows that she's not supposed to. Then she just walks back in the shot. Then she starts on something else. I think she went to the door and started scratching there, and she just kept going underneath me whenever I was on the floor. So that was quite entertaining. I'm sure that it helped you with not feeling the burn quite so much. But yeah, she has been a little bit restless during the day because in summer she actually prefers to stay outside where all the wildlife is and chase lizards and things. So it's actually quite rare for her to be inside during that time. So I have to put up with the shenanigans. But overall, she's wonderful and I love her very much. And I'm definitely the crazy cat lady. If Minnie would let me, I would probably have 3 cats, but she's so territorial that at this point it's not going to happen. She would literally take some chunks out of those cats. She's got delusions of grandeur where she thinks she's a lot bigger than she is, and any cat that comes into our garden, she like comes back with tufts of hair and they never come back. So let's just say that she is a little bit feisty. Doesn't seem like it when she's sleeping like this, but she is. Okay, enough about my cat. Thanks for listening, guys. I look forward to working out with you very, very soon, and bye for now.